Government City College, Hyderabad, sponsored by Telangana State Council of Higher Education. So, once again, welcome to all esteemed faculty. Now, I invite Dr. Ejaz Sultana Madam, Vice Principal of this City College, to preside over this function. Please, Madam. Now I invite today's chief guest for this valedictory session, Professor C.V. Raghavu Garu. Please come on to the dais. Now I invite Professor Y. Parthasarathy Garu to come on to the dais, please. Now I invite Shukla sir, Viprotha Shukla sir, Vice Principal, the City College. Please come on to the dais. Now I invite the man behind this FDP who took initiation for introduction of this new course in Telangana, that is Public Policy and Governance, convener of this FDP, Dr. A. Shankar Kumar Garu, to come on to the dais. Now I invite Dr. L. Tirupati Garu, Associate Professor of Political Science, to present SATU.
Today's chief guest, Professor C.V. Raghavu Garu, former Vice Chancellor, Andhra University, Telangana, AP, and my Guru, Professor Parthasarathy sir, General Secretary for Indian Public Administration Association and former Director for Regional Center for Urban and Environmental Studies, and today's our beloved Principal Balabhaskar Garu. Sir is busy with the Best Teacher Awardees list, selection of Best Teachers Awardees. In this place, dear colleagues and my friend, very much interested candidate Viprotha Shukla Garu, and Head of the Department, Vice Principal Ejaz Sultana Madam Garu, dear fraternity of Public Administration in various GDCs, and faculty members of the Government City College. Very good afternoon to all. My part of report presentation, I spent with you all whole 6 days. I don't want to share much more with you, but chief guest is, they know the certain facts of the 6 days program. Sir, this program was sponsored by the Telangana State Council of Higher Education, Professor Limbadri Garu. We, the faculty of Public Administration, has getting several crises in the protection of public administration in Telangana state with the introduction of choice-based credit system. So we are putting a lot of demand on various departments of the Usmania University and the Higher Education Councils. With the grace of two people, Professor Limbadri Garu and Professor Y. Parthasarathy Garu. So this course came into reality, and this course was started for this academic year 2024 and 25 with few colleges, and I would like to share few things. 5 to 6 colleges have a good number of admission for the public policy and governance. And another things, this course, 6 days FDP program sponsored by Higher Education Council with the cost of 1.5 lakhs rupees, sir. Regarding the resource persons, in these 6 days we allotted a number of online and offline programs, sir. The session was started with theory by Professor Parthasarathy sir and ended by the practical by the Professor Parthasarathy sir. And in other states we invited like famous faculty in political science and public administration, Professor Deepankar Sinha from Calcutta, and Professor Venkatesh from Surat, and Professor Niranjan Pani from Bhubaneswar. So these three are outside of the Telangana, sir, and the remaining faculties offline with the advice of the course committee, selection committee of the syllabus review committee or syllabus framing committee with the advice of Professor Parthasarathy, sir. So policy matters regarding this goes for the credit to the Professor Parthasarathi sir. My part is only execution part. I 6 days entirely executed in different inviting lectures, resource persons, faculties, providing lunch and these things, sir. So I hope we also as a fraternity we enjoyed that. A little bit shortfall maybe occurred in the providing certain facilities, lodging, boarding, it may be. But ultimately we reach a certain goal. Definitely I ensure that, and I also hope that, and you also thinking like that. Sir, then the famous faculties from the Civil Society and Governance lecture was delivered by the K. Srinivasulu Garu, professor from Usmania University, and the same Channa Basavaya Garu, professor from Political Science Department of Usmania University, sir delivered a lecture on 2 sessions. One is on project writing, and second one is the reservation policy. And the Balaramlu sir for the Panchayat Raj system, and the other next Nurse Professor Venkataya Garu delivered a lecture on the issues in public administration. So, and my guru delivered 3 sessions, Parthasarathi sir, on governance, organization theories, and in between that e-governance concept. So right, with this resource persons we conducted for 6 days FDP program, sir. On behalf of the faculty, I thanks to each and everyone who agreed to deliver a lecture to the Government City College for the resource person. Next, sir, certain promises or certain instructions was issued by the Professor Balabhaskar Garu and the Higher Education Council Chairman Professor Limbadri Garu. Material should be provided for the soft copy and hard copy for the students, sir. Already we have given an assignment to the each faculty for each unit. They have to write up and send in soft copy. Within shorter period, we will provide a soft copy to the students, sir. And we also requested to the research persons to share their PPTs and certain materials. Definitely, sir, already we save in this PDF form. Definitely, we will share that matter. I thanks to the financial support for the, as a part of thanks to the financial support for the Higher Education Council member, secretary and chairman, and who supported for me for 6 days program in various committees was constituted by the Professor Principal Balabhaskar Garu, and who has enthusiastic very particularly interested to provide a FDP program for these new courses. So I thanks to the principal and the heads of all the departments of the Government City College, members of the community, and who supported for the technical Brusi Anil Garu, Ravi Kumar Garu, Bhaskar Garu, Tirupati Garu, Shukla Garu, Yadaya Garu, Professor IPSC coordinator Professor Neeraja Madam Garu, and other faculties who involved active to provide and to successful this program. So last not least, but I once again thanks to the Professor Parthasarathi sir. Sir provided a greater opportunity for me to, in my life, to say a good program. Earlier I conducted for national seminars, workshop, and international seminar, also co-convener for the seminar. But it's a difficult task for me to conduct for the 6 days. But ultimately we convinced this program. Thank you very much. And lastly, I apologize from you. Any inconvenience occurred from my side, please apologize me. Thank you very much.
Of what all Professor Parthasarathi said, you know, he was in a very, what I should call a happy mood, and then his happiness was extended to me. It's nice to hear good things about oneself, but not at this age. You know, when you are young, you know, they really help you to motivate, to move you forward with energy and enthusiasm. I feel privileged to be in this college, the oldest college, perhaps, in not only Hyderabad, the entire state. Yeah. Because there are a few older colleges in Chennai.
Yeah.
Yeah. and it's older than even Nizam College.
Yes.
You know, Nizam College used to get the spotlight, but you know, this is a much better college. You know, I was really surprised when there is no recruitment. You have 84 faculty, and women outnumber men. That's another interesting trend. And of these, I also found 44 PhDs, something phenomenal. And even in universities these days, you don't have that proportion of PhDs. So I feel privileged to be here, to come to this college. And I was cursing myself, how come I did not visit this college earlier? And thank you for giving me this opportunity to be here this afternoon. And you know, you had really distinguished people for the last 5 days. It doesn't mean you are not distinguished as teachers by yourselves. And all of you are very senior faculty, and you have been teaching for quite some time. And we offer some of these courses for different reasons. Before coming to that, let me talk about Professor Parthasarathi. Although I can't talk as much as he did in my case, you know, this is not the first course or first academic event he has fathered. He has been endeavoring to help public administration, you know, to strengthen itself in a number of ways, innumerable ways. You know, for the last several years, I knew him probably for about 30 years, and I found him to be dynamic, innovative, heartbreaking, and in the process, he mobilizes people, he mobilizes talent, and he brings together a number of distinguished persons within the discipline and outside. And this is a trait which none of us had. I mean, we were all Shankaracharyas of public administration, but we didn't have. He is the reigning Shankaracharya of public administration. We should greet him, and we wish him all the best in his endeavors. And just about, when was it? We had international conference on public administration, 2012, which no professor of public administration in India ever organized that kind of event in the last 75 years. You know, and the credit goes to him for bringing together faculty and distinguished scholars from various continents besides those within India. And I can go on talking about him, but as Secretary of the Indian Public Administration Association, he is steering the ship. He is providing the requisite leadership. That's very important. And here, I find within the city college itself quite a few leaders, and like Dr. Shankar Kumar, Dr. Shukla, Dr. Yadaya and others. And because of their leadership, you have been able to organize this particular event. But even here, for organizing anything, you have to have Karta, Karma, Kriya. Now the Karta and Karma is Professor Parthasarathi, as you have acknowledged, one after the other. Kriya is Dr. Shankar, supported by all the other faculty, his seniors, the principal, the vice principal, etc. Well, I am thankful to all of them for doing great service to the discipline of public administration. I was about to say that you have had many distinguished personalities within and outside public administration. You might have also had many others. This public policy and governance itself is an innovation of Professor Parthasarathy. You know, all the professors from various nooks and corners of the country gathered in Jammu to bless him. But he was already a grown-up person, blessing all others, including the elder people also. He has reached such great heights within public administration. And it's a never-ending pursuit. His endeavors are path-breaking. And we must all be happy that we have somebody like him within the discipline of public administration. And he is really helping not only the discipline, but all of us. So I express my gratitude to him on behalf of all of you. Well, friends, I'm not here to give a lecture to you. You have been lecturing for, day in and day out. And I'm sure you have exhausted yourself. But I thought I must mention a couple of things which have been bothering me. One of them, let's say two of them, are over-politicization and over-governance. We have been hearing about maximum governance, minimum governance, and politicization. But over-politicization is something different. Politics is encroaching into every area, even those spaces which belong to others, other institutions. It has invaded universities, it has invaded NGOs, it has invaded even private lives, everything. Now, let me give you two examples, recent examples. One was this Dharani. Dharani is a public policy. And it is still mysterious even today to scholars, practitioners, and others who have social awareness. Why this Dharani came, what are its goals, or what are the motivations of those who have brought Dharani, and what are the consequences of Dharani. This one example. And another example is the present one that's going on. Let me not isolate one party. Talk about Hydra. We are all swept by Hydra for the past 1 or 2 weeks. The news of Hydra, but people themselves have been bulldozed out by Hydra. Now, why Hydra came at this point of time? There was no mention that some draconian law is going to sweep this state. And suddenly, there was a flash. Not a flash, it was a storm. Politicians, call them policy makers, more respectable term. How do they come up with these policies? What are the brainwaves behind some of these policies? I am only giving 2 examples recently, but there are many such others. Now, since you are seized with the arena of public policy and governance, we should reflect how and why some policies are brought up and what are their consequences. We still don't know. And here, there are people who are suggesting there must be limits the way the space of others, including private space, is being occupied by politics and politicians. Because I'm not an expert to talk about this, but I thought I should leave these matters to you. Well, thank you very much, Dr. Shankar, for inviting me. I appreciate the gesture, and I'm very happy to be with all of you. You are all youngsters, and once I come to meet persons like you, I grow younger. That's my happiness. That is my selfish interest. Thank you very much.
It is a great privilege to have all lecturers of Telangana at one place, and innovatively you are learning a new course. You came wise. I think you have become wiser. And after going to your college, you will do wisest thing for the survival of the course. And past 1 week, every day I am seeing your attendance. Your attendance is in the form of photograph. With the chief guest and attendance. Everybody, each and every individual was present, and it is a great thing. You are having a learning attitude. Those who are having learning attitude will never die as a teacher. So, you are the best teachers and you are going to do the best for the society. I hope City College, and especially I should congratulate Shankar sir for taking lot of it. Public Administration Department has got a remarkable place in the 25 departments in the City College, and I appreciate personally Shankar sir and all the other faculty members from the arts and faculty members from the Telangana. And I cannot name everybody individually, but your efforts in turn will teach other teachers of the district and other students, those who are coming in next generation. You need to work. If you work, then only we can survive. So I hope this program has successfully enriched you in knowledge and every aspect, and I would like to congratulate department and also individual faculty for making this program very, very successful.
Professor Raghav sir, and my guru, sir, and the vice principals of this college, and the convener of this great FDP program, Shankar Kumar sir, and the Adaya sir, Bhaskar sir, and my esteemed faculty members. Actually, if you see the public administration question, so directly, indirectly, so many reasons for admissions era. So this is the digital era, updated era. Not only public administration, all the groups, all the subjects need to update as per globalization and updation in entire world. So in this connection, there is a big question in public administration. So the great Bhaskar sir, our guru and founder, and he is the chief advisor for the public policy and governance paper, and our Professor Limbadri sir, Telangana State Chairperson, and all the faculty members who involved to frame the public policy and governance a new paper. I artful on behalf of all the staff members, we are very much thankful to introduce this new paper in for public administration students. And at the same time, regarding Shankar Kumar, I would like to tell you two things. He conducted a seminar, national seminar and workshop, and he worked as a co-convener for international conference here only. And he conducted 6 days FDP. It is not easy task. Administration reading is different, administration doing is different. Because I worked as a FSC principal, blessings of Bhaskar sir and Limbadri sir, because they guided, they, with their thoughts only, I implemented. I successfully completed FAC principal at TG College 3 years 5 months as a practical knowledge. Presently, I am working as a FAC principal for JDC LR&D. So, reading and doing is entirely different. So, what I'm appreciating Professor Shankar Kumar sir conducting 6 days FDP in public administration subject. Okay, we know what is our position and what is going the entire society, and so many things are there. We cannot say this is the reason and that is the reason. So our sirs are blaming in different way. I may not agree with that also, but even though the situation, entire situation, students' interest also in digital era, everyone wanted interest to see the mobile, not studies. So many things are there. So that also affects our subject. In my view, it is very pity situation. But generally, in my view, so many legendary persons are here. Once upon a time, 10th is the basic education for any citizen. Nowadays, minimum degree for any student, any citizen of this India. Minimum degree. It may be BA, public administration, it may be BTech, IIT, anything. Then only he became one good citizen. But students and illiterate people, they don't know. So that is a very difficult position in rural areas. So that's why this subject is very great. Only IT, public administration is very least. That is wrong. Each and everything is important for the society, actually. So with these remarks, if anything is wrong, please excuse me, Mr. Patel sir. Even though as we learn in digitalization and digitalization class, what sir said, I felt that sir is a BTech.
It's very much useful for all the public administration teachers as per my knowledge, and the sessions which were organized and decided by our professor are very nice and very useful, and they are very new. We came to know very new dimensions of public administration and public policy, and some are most of the lectures are interactive, and all the professors given lot of time to share their knowledge with us, and at the same time they have cooperated with us, and they cleared all our doubts. At the same time, I thank our Shankar sir for managing 6 days FTP program properly and with logistics, infrastructure and food. It is not so easy, we all know. Thank you for that. And after completion of this FTP program and knowing the enrollment of students in new course PPG, Public Administration and Governance, this year it is started in 6 colleges, and mostly nearly very good number of admissions are going on. And by knowing that news, I am having a small hope that hum honge kamyab in near future. And I request our beloved teachers kindly provide us same cooperation for introducing this program next year in all the government degree colleges if possible. Thank you one and all for your
section. Professor C.V. Raghavan sir, the teacher of teachers and doyen of our public administration faculty, and Pathasara sir, and vice principal and course coordinator Shankar Kumar sir. I want to say 2 words only, because whenever the problem is there is a policy arises. In public admission we have the problem 2018 general transfers, particularly our Shankar sir young and dynamic, and along with Malika madam, Geeta Naik madam, Padmaja madam, they are eager to seek response from the CC, whether public admission course are remain or not, because of this crisis in the public admission enrollment. Not the crisis of public administration, it is the crisis of social sciences when we see in the broad sense, but it is directly affecting on our discipline, because we are part of political science. That is compulsory, it has to be first, we have to be exposed to that situation. So sir organized, Shankar Kumar sir, very much care he has taken whenever he has regarding the admissions. Whenever few takers are there in the publication, I used to call Asana, what are you doing, what is the problem? Always, sir he is very eagerly in the admission process. June, July, these are the 2 months. He is very anxiety regarding the admissions in public administration. Our public administration has a problem. At the same time, we have under the leadership of Limbadi sir and Partha sir, certainly we got some solution. Plan of action is done by our Shankar Kumar sir by taking the paid for 6 days. It is organizing 6 days is not a easy problem because international seminars go on 3 days with the difficulty conducting by the colleges. But sir taken the responsibility whenever Limbadi sir in the viewers meeting says that we want to organize this proposal made by our beloved Partha sir. Sir accepted and go ahead with this plan of action. Shankar Kumar sir very active while initiating this public policy and governance. So what I say that sir has taken a plan of action, but we want to execute all the faculty members. We want to assist him how to forward this program in a successful manner all the government colleges. That is the responsibility is on all of the faculty members. So we should certainly carry forward.
Sir, Professor C.V. Raghavu sir, and other senior faculty of public administration who are right in regional languages of the academics, literature, public administration, we are here, sir. మీ వల్లనే మేము ఈరోజు ఉద్యోగాలు పొంది ఇక్కడ ఉన్నాం. ఎందుకంటే ఆంగ్ల భాషలో ఉన్న సబ్జెక్టును ఆకలింపు చేసుకునేంత జ్ఞానం మాకు పాఠశాలలో ఎంచుకున్న రీజనల్ లాంగ్వేజ్ వల్ల లభించలేదు సార్. కాబట్టి బికాజ్ ఆఫ్ తెలుగు మీడియం బుక్స్ ఆఫ్టర్ we got the job, sir. Next, one thing also, sir. One more thing. Professor Shivalinga Prasad sir said previous meeting, political science seminar, sir. Delivery of democracy is the public administration motto things. Now the Partha Professor, why Partha sir from last 3 decades or 4 decades, how the governance is moving. చాలా ఆలోచనలతో ఆకలింపుతో కూడా అన్ని రాష్ట్రాలు తిరుగుతూ గవర్నెన్స్ను చాలా ముందుకు తీసుకెళ్తున్నాడు. వివిధ రాష్ట్రాలు దేశాలు పర్యటిస్తూ కూడా ఇతర దేశాలలో కూడా తన వంతు పాత్రను పోషించి పబ్లిక్ అడ్మినిస్ట్రేషన్ను యూనివర్సాలిటీ ఆఫ్ అడ్మినిస్ట్రేషన్ వైపు తాను ముందుకెళ్తున్నాడని భావిస్తూ మీ పుస్తకాలు చదివినప్పుడే సార్ ఆలోచనలు పెరుగుతాయి, మాకు డిసిప్లిన్ కూడా సెపరేట్ అవుతుంది. What we are reading, what we are teaching, what we are practicing. ఒక చిన్న అవకాశంగా మేము కూడా తెలుగు మీడియం బుక్స్ రాయడంలో మిమ్మల్ని చూసి నేర్చుకున్నాం సార్. ఈ సబ్జెక్టు ఈ FDP ఏర్పాటు చేసిన శంకర్ కుమార్కు మనస్ఫూర్తిగా కృతజ్ఞతలు తెలియజేస్తూ పూర్తి సహకారం లిటరేచర్లో రీజనల్ లాంగ్వేజ్ కానీ ఇతర సబ్జెక్టులు కొన్ని అందిస్తానని అవకాశం ఇచ్చినందుకు
రెస్పెక్టెడ్ ప్రొఫెసర్ రాఘవ్ గారు. As somebody said, yes, teacher for teachers, Professor Raghav garu, and also Vice Principal Viplava Shukla garu, Dr. Yaday garu, Shankar Kumar garu, and friends. I think I am speaking with you from last 3 days, again and again. From among the 6 days, I think I came for 3 days or so. The one important issue I want to raise in front of you is, yes, there is a problem in the discipline of public administration, the course of public administration. Yes. Day by day, it is decreasing, students are not joining and all these things. As I said in my inaugural day part, students are ready to learn our subject, but the subject name, nomenclature or the course details are not attractive. This is one of the basic problem of it. That's why we started with State Council of Higher Education, and also initiation actually came from you people. Though we are talking at that level, we were doing in various central universities, but actually it has come from the lecturers of the public administration in Telangana. Why these things are happening? There are 30-40 government college lecturers are there in various colleges, in private colleges and aided colleges. Number of students also there. Wherever we are conducting PhD program and other things, people are writing, 200 people are writing for the entrance examination. Even for the master course, I think this time is 900 people have written for MA Public Administration course at Usmania University. It means there is some mismatches going on. Let's try to do the research. This is one of the important aspects. We tried our level best of the doing one course of the public policy and governance. We will look into it later after 1 year or 2 years also. Shall we dilute the syllabus a little bit or not, or whatever it is the case? Because we have reduced some of the important topics and theoretical issues, etc., etc. All are may not be that easy also, at the same time that tough also. But students nowadays, they want a simplistic method of the method teaching and simple areas they want. But we kept, it is not dumped, but we have given related with the governance and public policy, prepared the syllabus part. So now, lucky that 6 colleges have started, we hope within 2-3 years or 4 years, let it go for 30-40 colleges. If students are continuing, the subject is going to be alive, and some other states also are going to follow this. Even we spoke in Rajasthan, there is a problem, like in Haryana, there is facing some problem. Punjab, basically public administration in India can take about good, even now is good, is one is in Rajasthan, one is in Haryana, another is in Punjab. Recently in Bihar, the governor has issued a letter to all the colleges, let the all colleges has to start public administration and also etc. etc. And compulsory, all universities has to start PG courses in public administration. Recently it was started in Bihar. And when we were in Jammu, it was started, actually by that time there is no public administration, it was in Jammu and Kashmir, where Professor Raghav and other professors visited twice. We prepared some of the syllabus there in Jammu. We started a course, master's course in Central University of Jammu. At a time, we requested somebody in the government level at the time, they started in the degree colleges. I was happy that Public Service Commission of the Jammu and Kashmir announced 14 lecture positions in public administration. I thought it's very happy at the day. Because after I came back here, I have seen the advertisement. Then we have seen, surprise further, at intermediate level, they started public administration. I don't know how sincere it is. So this is where we start some of the things, it will move on. Because I don't know how many people know about Professor Raghav. We know him as a student days onwards. We know him, he used to come to Usmania University. Sir was the former Vice Chancellor at Nagarjuna University and also in charge Vice Chancellor at Andhra University. Not only that, he was a president of the Indian Public Administration Association and also Indian Political Science Association. For a long time, for decades, he was the president of Indian Political Science Association and also Indian Public Administration Association. So, all over the country, whenever we refer to the public administration, why I am telling this, I never told him also. Generally we say, Robert Dahl has written about 3 problems of the public administration in 1946, 47. 3 problems of the public administration, he wrote at that time. Later, in one of the books, Teaching and Research in Public Administration or Teaching in Public Administration, edited, published by the IIT. In that, they republished Professor Raghav's article in 1973 or 74. He has mentioned about what are the basic problems, 3 problems of the public administration in teaching in India. I am talking of 1974 and 73. Even now, all the 3 are as it is. The quality of teachers, the quality of the institution and the quality of the students which are coming us, and how we are weakened in theory aspects of the public administration, etc. He has written at that time, and recently after somebody is talking, Professor Raghav wrote in 1973 itself about what are the basic issues. Moreover, Sir has received his doctorate from the America. Also, I don't know, price of price, people used to say that with share the university with F.W. Riggs, and both worked in Indiana University and etc. So, but I know him from, personally he knows me from 2000 onwards, and sir, I know him sir from 1987, 88 onwards in the various issues. One of the greatest of Professor Raghav, and also that generation represents Professor Ravi Prasad, R.V.S. Prasad, even before them is Professor Ram Reddy and all. going to the issue in depth. They never satisfy with one answer. So once he entered in the college, I know that what type of questions he's going to ask. Because oh, it's a college, old college, when it started, what is the strength, how many teachers are there, what are the teachers at present, what are their qualifications, in which subjects they belong, other political sense are there, the people, what is the reaction. So it won't, and again each question with one answer it never ends. It goes on and goes on and goes on. We unfortunately, ourselves in our generation, we conclude at one level, but he never concludes at one level, and where I was very happy to be with him for a very times in conferences, and because of him from all over the country. The present team who is evaluating question paper, selecting or interview boards are there, he picks them perfect. And all states. So if we go there and see, then if he knows that person is not perfect and only 2 times, 1 time he has done, the next time the person is not going to come to the university, you talk to the joint secretary there, don't tell it is going to come to something. And if he sets the paper, because there are also types of paper, he will deliver 7 hours lecture on the question paper, on each and every topic. It is not just like that I have given a question paper, I do on all these things. So now, Professor Venkatraman, Professor Deepankar, Professor Niranjan Pani, Professor Mahajan, you tell
Sir, and
us.
Chancellor of Nagarjuna University, sir, and he was President of the Indian Public Administration during the academic year 2005 and 2014, and earlier he served as the Secretary and President of Indian Political Science Association and Editor of the Indian Journal of Political Science during different periods. And Professor Raghav sir did his BA Honours from the Andhra University, MPDA from the Indian Institute of Public Administration, New Delhi, and MPA from the University of New Mexico, and obtained PhD from University of Illinois, and with P. Honours Award, Scholarly Excellent Award he has received, sir. And he is recipient of many awards and honors, including Paul Appleby Award from Indian Institute of Public Administration, New Delhi, and Charles Merriam's Fellowship and Indo-American Senior Fellowship, and he served as the visiting professor in the Department of Government at University of Texas and Austin. And Professor Raghav sir acted as a chairman and member of several expert committees of UGC, ICSSR and Government of Andhra Pradesh and individual universities. And most recently, in the year 2015, he was chairman of the State Government High Power Committee on the rehabilitation of technical staff in university in AP, and member of the expert committee on self-financing courses in universities in AP. And he was also advisor in advisor of the National Council of Rural Institute, Government of India, and a member of expert group on Gandhian Studies, IGNOU, New Delhi. And he is also a member advisor to World Bank project on poverty alleviation in AP. And Sar is a prolific writer with several scholarly publications. Sir has written 8 books and 85 scholarly papers, and 15 scholars have received PhD, including 10 PhD scholars and 5 MPhil under his guidance. So Professor Raghav sir widely travelled abroad in his academic pursuit and scholarly assignment. This is a great inspiring biodata regarding the Professor Raghav sir. Thank you, sir.